He cannot destroy 100%. As I will trust my God that He will not do evil, so I will believe Him that He will not destroy 100%. That is my word. That evil. Which evil? Everything cannot be evil. Only if He choose to do that, I don't know what you want to describe as business. But that is destruction. So it's because I agree with you that you will not do it. But that is destruction, right? So if you want to choose destruction, outright destruction as a good thing, it's your own choice. Okay. But me, with the way I listen with you, I know you will not do that. 100%. He will fear. He will fear something because principle and me. That is his principle. When he was annoyed, when he was annoyed, what happened is but principle, he will not. I can decide to do anything, but not that one. He will not do that. Believe in Allah. Of course. So it's my choice to believe that. Yes. No, 100%. It has never done that.
I also know that you can do anything.
Yes.
So what is the definition of anything?
You can do anything, but you will not do it. You will not do it. You can do anything. But there are some things. Do you know the problem? You can do anything, but there are some things you will not do. Simple. That's what like God. There are some things. I hope you are listening to it. But you will not do it. But you will not do it. You can destroy Satan, but if you don't evil.
I want to cast him to hell forever. Because if Satan is not able to torment you as a human being,
he can destroy Satan. He can choose to destroy Satan. But he decide not to. He decide not to do it.
But you don't do it now.
That's why I say it's not in his principle. He had to call it.
He has something to do it, and he will not do it.
Yeah.
I'm alone in here. I'm alone in here.
Many thanks for joining us this morning. This is City Stand. I'm Mike Adekunle, the anchor of the program. It's the 1st of September 2025, and I wish everyone watching us a happy new month. Happy new month to all our esteemed viewers watching us around the globe. Happy new month to the respondents on the platform. Say thank you so much for supporting the platform. Egbona Kingsley, all the way from Madrid, I say happy new month to you. Welcome to the program. The rest of the viewers watching us, we appreciate you. We say happy new month to you. Etujari Moses, good morning to you. Happy new month. Yeah, Global City Stand. God bless you. All right, God bless you too. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Please comment your opinions in the comment section. Your opinions are needed as regards what we're discussing this morning on the platform. And to the viewers that have been supportive of the program, say thank you. May God appreciate you and support you. Oh, we are very, very grateful. We are very, very grateful. Thank you so much. All right, what do we have this morning? The front page of the Vanguard newspaper as well as the Punch newspaper. What are they talking about this morning? Rivers local government poll that took place the last weekend. Rivers local government poll. We have APC, sweeping all the local government areas in that state, and their reactions to it this morning. Article demands annulment as Wike reasserts control. Wike has taken over River State once again with this latest development in local government election. River State local government election. Article demands annulment as Wike reasserts control. Article demands the annulment just as Nigeria demanded annulment of June 12 election. Article is demanding annulment as Wike reassert control. We move on to another one. Fubara loses local government. APC wins 20 local governments. That's out of 23. PDP claims 3. APC takes over, wins 20 local government areas. PDP claims just 3. FCT ministers control temporary, say Rivers elders. Rivers elders are saying that it's just a temporary one for Nyesom Wike. All right, on top of the paper, we have Northwest leading in FEC projects with 5.97 trillion naira, says federal government. Reps denied alleged planned showdown with speaker. This is on page 8 of the Punch newspaper. Reps deny alleged planned showdown with speaker. This is on page 8 of the Punch newspaper. Now to the Vanguard. The Vanguard newspaper this morning at the stand. Petrol consumption down 28%. Ipman groans. Operators recount audio. It's operational. Yeah, operators recount audio. List courses. Pump idle at stations. Pump ants idle at stations. It's trying time for us. These are marketers are complaining here. I'll move on to another one on 2027. Thank you, Jacob, for joining us this morning on 2027. Kiyamu wants PDP against Fielding Jonathan Obi. This is on page 8 of the Punch newspaper. We move on to page 9. No sabotage in Abuja Kaduna train derailment, says federal government on wage increase. NECA NLC urged state to emulate Imo and Ebonyi states. All right, I have my respondent here this morning. I'm ready to dissect these important issues. Patience Jonathan, the former First Lady, who happens to be the wife of the former President of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, has said that she is not going back to Aso Rock. Of course, there have been rumors about Jonathan's return as regards 2027 election. At some point last week, we heard that PDP was eyeing, Jonathan, and also Obi. But Jonathan's wife has spoken. She has spoken and told us that she is not going back to Aso Rock, that she loves peace. She's relaxed. She wants to continue to have her peace, and she's not going back to Aso Rock. Of course, the voice of Patience Jonathan is also the voice of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And for people who have been saying it, that Jonathan will go back to contest the next election, the wife has spoken. She has spoken. All right. Also, the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, has said that he will retire President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He knows where the dead body of APC is and is ready to exhume or to defeat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. All this will be looked into this morning. What is El-Rufai saying? What does it mean by retiring President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? We shall be looking at all this together this morning. Good morning to you, OJ, the global analyst. You're welcome. Happy New Month to you.
Yes, Mr. Mike Adekunle, you're most welcome to our global citizen this morning. The last quarter of the year 2025, the first month of the Baba month, first day of September, the Lord spare our life. Thank God for keeping us alive. You're most welcome. All our global viewers all over the world, may God bless you. You're most welcome to. And those appreciation may God continue to replenish your pockets. You are most welcome. I remain my humble self, Mr. OJ Olajuwon, global analyst. You are most welcome.
Gentlemen, my happy new month to you.
Happy New Month, Adekunle Michael. Happy New Month to our esteemed viewers. Good morning. Buongiorno to our Italian brothers. Thanks for staying with us.
All right, so is this all about genuine rescue? Or was El-Rufai actually talking about by uncertain President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027? I will retire Bola Ahmed Tinubu, says El-Rufai.
Talk is cheaper to say than to act. Everybody can say anything. And it's your right within the constitution of the country to say whatever you like. But when you're not infringing on the rights of another national, another citizen, I can equally say that I won't displace you here.
Okay.
Citizen, you cannot say that.
It's easier said than
You
done.
cannot say that, no.
And considering what happened in River State,
Hey, so
is it easy like that?
everybody can
to
say
chase out
anything. Leave
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
everybody.
That's the question.
Let the just dance to the gallery. What is our sister Bola Tinubu? Everybody, God has apportioned things. There's some things God apportioned to individuals. Tinubu is a peculiar man in his own right. But when it comes to political matters, it's a right on his own. Just another person's right, but I don't think the caliber of El-Rufai can do that. Of course, it's free to associate himself with whoever he likes to muster Ghana votes to do that. I don't think him doing that. Tinubu is not a pushover. Look at what is going on now. Look at what is going on in River State. Further consolidation of southern votes, Sudanese. That's what you are saying. Further consolidation of southern Sudanese of picking the south to have a block vote. Now, APC is controlling rivers now. That means you are talking about where block vote may usually come to APC in 2027. River State is already one of them now.
27 governments cleared by ruling of progressive.
Yes, three
for PDP.
Yes, that means you already see where Wike is channeling rivers to 2027. So where is the so before we get to 2027, we must have seen almost 90% of South and block of to APC. So the next will not be a battleground for APC and the rest parties. So where would the El-Rufai get his vote? Where would he get the M block vote? Other party, we don't know him to be SDP or ABC. Where does he belong? I don't know. I'm yet to know where he belongs. So first, talk is cheap as they say, but I don't see El-Rufai saying that. Even Atiku that says this cannot say that. You see Atiku crying foul now. But they don't see the master plan.
Yeah, he has demanded annulment of.
Let's him annul it now. Let's him go annul that election. Whether he has the power to do that. Whether it's the River State Electoral Commission that does that. Is he? It's not. River State Electoral Commission handle local government election in the state. So is he the one? Is that the people in charge of it? No, that has come to say. It's that time for you to teach people who believe that everything it must be by their own time, it must be according to their way, it must go their way. Why must you always think this is story of South? You are contesting against the South every time. 2023 did it, 2027 want to do it again. Then, but 2027 will not be saying it's the turn of the North. Nobody must contest from the South. So Atiku must be. I think Allah the South Tinubu is going along. Put the whole South in the one line of, on one side against the North. Let us now see where they want to capture the South. Rivers is there now in the land of APC. Delta is there now also. Then where will Atiku want to grab his vote? I want to see where he's in South. Is it Southwest? Is it South? That two of the South states have been taken over by APC, Delta and Rivers. So it's a good. I told them Tinubu is a strategist. Before we get to 2027, the whole time will be unified along line of APC. The only we have middlemen and not the counter. And don't forget that Central State, there's some core states in the north that pro APC, who their governors also want to contest presidency in 2021. They will not go along the side of Atiku. Atiku doesn't know that APC members in the north who want to pick ticket to presidency 2031 will not work for him to become ADC president. They also interested in winning their party tickets and become president under their party. As for mentioning that, why are we telling that one not? Where is that one not? Where is that one not? This is the middle that decimated by killing, by flying killing. And the one that's Look, it's an Israel for Tinubu to understand what is going on. It's an Israel. They are here to see more. I'm telling you.
We are yet to
They are
see
here.
more.
Do you know that this is how the election of local government of the Rivers State will be? Do you know? If you better than you, can you even tell this how it will be? You are going to see more. More drama is coming up. You will see that before 27, the whole side must have been aligned along to the move. They will now want to see where people from the north.
I'm coming back to you.
Yes.
Olajide. Gentleman Mike, you saw the way APC cleared Lagos State local government election. Lagos State. Okay. The one that was conducted in Lagos State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, the by-election.
Okay.
And the by-election.
Okay.
And we saw the way APC cleared River State local government election. 20 local government areas cleared. Remaining 3 for just PDP. Remaining 3 for PDP. Don't you think Nigerians already know where the pendulum will swing in 2027?
Yeah, thank you, Adekunle Michael. The elections, both the by-election and the one that was held in Rivers State, as we were told, was won by the ruling party, ruling APC. And most of the time we get engrossed by emotions, by playing down what the incumbent president can do politically. And I've always expressed that on this platform, that you are dealing with a political principality, if I may use that word. You are dealing with somebody that have all cards on the table. And coupled with the fact that we are in an environment where money, the kind of politics that we play is heavily monetized. And the man in the saddle will spare nothing, even when it comes to putting money down, spare nothing to get whatever he wants. And now he's the president. So when you are dealing with that kind of a person, it goes beyond mere rhetoric. It goes beyond just talking, like El-Rufai unfortunately is doing now. I think he should talk less and know that there is serious work to do. If our El-Rufai and some of the people that so much believe in changing the narrative, as I do, it's about work, not about talk. Talk is cheap, as they say. And I think El-Rufai is just talking with less work. Unfortunately, Wike has sold that state to the incumbent president. All that PDP was afraid of has eventually come upon them. Unfortunately so. So the armor that they ought to have handed down on Wike over 2 years ago, and that was not done, is already haunting that party now. So it's clear that Wike has given Rivers State to APC, despite the fact that he still claims that he's in PDP. Up till now, he still claims that he is working for PDP, yet his soul has departed that party. So it's about work, if you ask me. The opposition, every party that intends to wrestle power from the incumbent president must understand that they must get down to work. They must jettison self-ambition. They must come together. Anything short of this is just an easy ride for the incumbent, Michael.
All right. While discussing politics on channel television, he also said he knows where the dead body of APC is, and of course you should understand. So he knows the weaknesses.
That's El-Rufai.
Yeah, El-Rufai. He knows the weaknesses of the ruling All Progressives Congress. He also talked about the rot in the system that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu led administration. But if he claimed, if he pointed out the rots in the system, what did he do to change that system when he was part of the government? What did he do to change the rots?
Thank you for that question. Don't forget, El-Rufai was the governor, 8-year tenure of APC. The same party is criticizing now. It was not another party, it was not PDP. 8-year tenure APC governor in Kaduna State. If there's any rot in that system, that means that he runs in the party that he became a governor. Yes, and it's dig to its own record too. And dig up, even if you are digging into the roots in the APC, down to the states where he governed for 8 years, that's where the roots will be dig to start from. I think the man does not know how to. I think he's fighting from both fronts, different fronts, because maybe he has lost out in government that he claimed he ensured to come to power. That's the way he should have gone about it is different. The way look at the way somebody is going about it now. Somebody lost in power to his principal. He was not making noise. He was not going in opposition. He was still remaining. He still remaining in that party. And still remaining humble, remaining silent. Fighting from 2008 all front, and he's even fighting the wrong way. He's fighting somebody who can fight better than who can punch you, can knock you out as his classes punches. So the man does not have what it takes. I mean, he lacks political focus and direction on how to champion his cause. If I were him, I would have to go and study how Bode is managing his losses in APC with Tinubu and managing his relationship with Tinubu. That's how he will have gone. But he's just fighting from all to. What is the route he has to? If let's open the route and let us see whether he's not hunting back in his own state, in his own state too, whereby he was the governor of the same party, because he has exposing your party to destiny of the party to the public. If you say that's the route, that means it's your party that you also run as a 8-year governor. So we are expecting for him. We are expecting to name them. What are the routes in the system? Then because we would trace it to your own system, to your own state. We are waiting for him to do that. Nobody wastes his time listening to El-Rufai. He has nothing to offer. Let him go and learn how to play down his politics. Learn how everybody is going about this in Lagos State without insulting Tinubu. Learning to warm his way back into the heart of the man who was one time in the battle. Instead of the rising up army at Kaduna State, and even doing this wrongly. When Trump lost election in 2019, I mean 2023. He went down and understood it. It wasn't just you didn't hear him talking. Even when he was, he didn't talk. But you are not being selected as a minister because you lost as a minister. Go back and see how you can warm yourself to the mainstream of the party. Instead of just fighting a lost battle. All right, he's not making any headway. All right, in this fight at all.
All right, thank you so much. Let's quickly go to the comment section. Kehinde Adawa is telling people to please like what we're doing right now. Press the like button. Also comment, share to people. I don't know what is going on at this time. Thank you so much, Kehinde Adawa. We move down to what Festus Keyamo is saying here, and he's giving a warning to People's Democratic Party not to field Goodluck Ebele, Jonathan, and Peter Obi. And of course, I think we can now stop the rumor that is going on. We can now put a stop to that, to the talks, about Jonathan returning to power with what his wife, Michelle Jonathan, has told us. She said she's not going back.
Yes, I believe the woman. The woman has said, this is not the first time she has said so. She has said sometimes back to she has said sometimes back to that there's nothing they left in Aso that they are going there to pick, and that they are supporting Tinubu. She has openly said that they are going to campaign with Tinubu. Yes, see, if there's anybody I should advise you to not go back to Philippines, it's Jonathan, not Obi. I see chances for Obi. I'm not saying Obi will win, but Jonathan should not go back. In the sense that if Jonathan go back to Philippines, I've been asking this question. That I asked Jonathan to answer this question. These are the people who say you are not good. They call you this and that. They destroy you. They call you names. Are you not going to be a tool in their hands to satisfy their political interest? It's not going to now use to satisfy their political interest. When you did the best for them, they throw you up, they call you names and they work against you. Now they desperately need somebody who satisfy their political interest. Are you not a tool in their hand that must now be used? That's the question we must ask. Number two is that are you not going to be used to divide the southern vote? That's another point. Because the NDC, in telling the man who claimed he has not resigned for the position of his chairmanship, said they want to sponsor Obi, Jonathan, to divide the vote of the southern as you can have way in the north. Then that's the question Jonathan must ask himself. Are you going to be used to divide the southern vote? So that's the two questions he must ask himself. you must answer. But for Obi, if Obi come to PDP, I'm not saying you win, but he has a bright chance. I'm not saying you will win because number one, the party has a structure on ground, governors and the rest of them that can work for him. The office of the parties all across the world. Number two, the party is still in now because it's still Labour. He has not left Labour. The faction I can recognize as the only faction which recognize will be as a leader. So they can go into alliance with PDP. And whichever party that will see endorsing to be a coalition. Let's see what that coalition will bring up against APC coalition and APC. That's the only person I will not oppose to come to PDP. But for Jonathan, let him stay clear. Support to be, let us have a southern very vote. Tinubu and so
Jonathan should support Obi.
Yes.
And his wife is supporting Bola Ahmed
No,
Tinubu.
I mean, if I thought he has interest in the party that made him a president, he should just first wait for Obi to come to PDP, not himself come to PDP. He should abstain from it.
All right, gentleman Mike, she has dismissed the suggestion of returning to power. That's Aso Rock. And she said you can't even go back there now that Nigeria is facing so much or many challenges. Would you call this a mere political statement?
It is not, considering who Patient Jonathan is in terms of the weight when you are looking at herself and the husband. Most of the time, you can't discountenance whatever Patient sees when it comes to the decision of a Bele Jonathan. However, I still look forward to hear from the man himself. I think Goodluck Jonathan should be man enough to make his decision known to Nigerians, and so that you can put the rumor to rest properly. But as it were, what patients have said can still be worked with in terms of whether Ibile Jonathan will be contesting or not. As OJ has expressed, those calling for Jonathan are doing so not because they love him, but primarily because of their own selfish ambition. If you look at the call is calling more. I mean, the call is coming more from the north. It is the northern, particular plots in the north that are calling for Jonathan, and the reason is simple, as OJ has said, so that you can continue to divide whatever will come from the south, since the incumbent is also contesting. So it is not because they really believed in his leadership style. Our Nigerians must understand that it is just because they are pushing for their own agenda. Then the second school of thought is also that they also understand that it is a Jonathan that is constitutionally bound for another term of 4 years, and it can never be extended because it's bound by it. He has already done a term, so it's bound by law for another term. So there is also a school of thought looking at Ibile Jonathan from that angle. But generally, I want to hear him speak. I want to hear him put the matter to rest by telling Nigerians where he stands.
All right, the comment section, Jacob Abiya is saying Goodluck Ibile Jonathan shouldn't waste his time listening to politicians who want to spoil his record.
Yes.
He goes on, how will El-Rufai retire Tinubu when he can't even retire Uba, Sonny, and TJ Abbas in Kaduna? All right, again, still on it. Tinubu is consolidating southern votes already. He's a master strategist.
Said it.
All right, on to the next one. Jacob, okay, still the one. I assure you that there is no regret in losing El-Rufai as far as APC is concerned. You need to visit Kaduna to understand how irrelevant he has become. El-Rufai has nothing tangible in terms of numbers to offer APC any longer. Still, Jacob Villa. On to the next one. All right. Ezenwo. After watching his brilliant interview, President Tinubu and the APC will definitely be regretting that this man is not in their corner. Period. This is Ezenwo.
Who's interviewed now?
He said after watching his brilliant El-Rufai's interview on politics today. After watching his brilliant interview, President Tinubu and the APC will definitely be regretting that this man is not in their corner.
That's not true. That's not true. El-Rufai is only expressing bitterness. He doesn't know how to manage his losses. I've told him let's go and learn from Ambode of Lagos State. Ambode was the beneficiary of Tinubu like this, his benefactor. He lost out. Ambode did not go mad. He didn't display madness the way El-Rufai is going about displaying his losses for not being made a minister. He should go back and study Ambode. Let him study Ambode as a investment. How is going alongside people Fashola too. I mean, these are all people that were beneficiary of Tinubu like this. So if you have lost us, you not been made a minister, it's better you warm yourself way back to the heart, to the system, to the mainstream. Not to be fighting a battle that you cannot win. It's like me, I have to go and fight Joshua, a boxer. Is it possible? It's not easy. That's only punching, I'm not jabbing. I'm on floor now. So yes, no, it's not the right story for him to do. So let him go as thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You come closer. Like Yoruba will say, Osharo Monday. I beg, this is Monday morning. And it's a new month. All right. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Michael. Oh, yes, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Why are you so serious?
I am not serious. This is the first day of a new month, and I wish everyone a happy moment. Happy new month to everyone and those who are there with us always, and those who are going to join us later.
All right. Are you disappointed? Are you surprised that APC won the last election in Rivers State? Wike cleared.
If you look at the development right from the time they started signing whatever agreement on the ground, and started imposing some certain things on Fubara and the people of Rivers State, you definitely know that this is actually going towards this particular direction. In fact, it is very clear now that Tinubu have a hand in what happened in Rivers State. Yes, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have a hand in what happened. In fact, him and Wike are the people that sat down and decided the direction they are going to go, create chaos, manipulated the process, and now they have imposed themselves. INEC has shown that they can equally hold Nigerians hostage. All the governor lost in his polling booths, all the PDP followers, all of them boycotted that election. I told you, when he can say that nobody should report what happened in Rivers, we have already seen it. The handwriting on the wall. So it is a clear signal, of how they intend to achieve whatever aim they have. There's more that's going to come in that Rivers State. This is not the end of the issue. A sitting governor lost his own polling booths, units.
Is that the first time that will happen?
No, you know what I'm saying? It's strange to a PDP, a state that has been PDP for years. So it tells you, something actually went wrong, that these masters are already at work again.
But I thought they settled their rift.
Bros, let me tell you, what street are they talking about? One part of the whole thing was to allow all the whole local government structures under Wike. So you are not seeing that it might boomerang, it might have a very damaging effect later at the end of the day. So with even you, that's an ordinary human being, an ordinary citizen, and not somebody that has not even have political interest anywhere. If you see what happened in Rivers State, it's not a shame on INEC. These are the signs on something that we keep on talking about. Now, INEC have added have become another hostage institution that is using their structure to hold people hostage, just like the way judiciary is now. Mike, let us condemn this thing. This is not what it is.
Yeah, you're already condemning it.
No, you know what I'm saying, Mike. I've been issue. We are talking about this thing, and I told you that from the day Jonathan raised his head, I condemned it. I condemn Jonathan. Jonathan should go and sit down, and I believe he will go and sit down now.
His wife has spoken now.
Of course, the wife should know. She's an Igbo woman. She should have bread too. What is the husband going? Was asking the husband, what are you looking for there? You go and read that statement. What do you want? What are you looking for? Jonathan himself can be very funny sometimes. He's just that kind of man. That's his nature. Unless this kind of pressure now comes from the woman, possibly he is afraid of listening to her. I'll come out and say, "Oh boy, go and sit down." I think by now you go and sit down. What is happening in River State is condemnable. Yes, they might fly whatever color they want to fly at this point in time, but that is not the end of the game.
Abiodun said you stop condemning INEC. I'm seeing his message now. Who? Abiodun, one of our viewers. He said you stop condemning INEC.
Okay, what is INEC? Nigerians have been crying since 2023 to this moment. Courtesy of INEC. When we are talking about electoral reform, and these are part of the things we are talking about.
Would you say the victory of APC in that place in the last election that was conducted in Rivers State?
An election that was conditioned before election take place. You don't understand what I'm saying? When they were entering, they signed putting this thing on Fubara that this is the way to go, using police and army to intimidate. To the extent they went as far as bringing a retired admiral.
Femi, was the election not transparent enough? Was that not a credible election conducted by INEC?
Permit me to welcome people to the Ember months. September, and I say happy new month to all of our viewers across the globe, and I say good morning to you all. It's going to fill with joy and grace by the special grace of God. You see, what happened is very, very obvious. It's a battle. It's a clash of the titans. And Yoruba will say, that is the truth of the matter. It is a political battle. And everybody knows that whomever control local government, control the structure, political structure. And this has been the bone of contention since Fubara come in. This is where, apart from monetary aspect of it, political structure of that state, we can want it as somebody that sponsor you. It was on the wing of Wike that Fubara right to become governor. Nobody knows Fubara. That is the truth of the matter. Unfortunately, it's not good for our democracy, but that is what you are practicing. So, how can you now just come and try, and some people are pushing you to hijack political structure from somebody that put you in that place? No, you make attempt to do the things, and they show you the more advanced power. This is the second time local government election will be conducted in that state. One has been conducted, and the one that was conducted, Fubara,
it was nullified.
It was nullified. So it's a power tussle, and unfortunately, the powerful one took it now. So it's a matter of a political structure that we don't want to lose, and he has looked for way to claim it's a political structure. Having said that, I will not forget to mention it that it may boomerang. Why? Because it's like Yoruba will say akuko ofi to fi ogori re fun kolokolo. A roaster that gives his corn to a wolf. Because one day will be one day. What is happening now is that Tinubu has entered River State, and somebody has said that Tinubu is a super. When we talk about political thief, Tinubu is a super thief. When we are talking about Nigeria politics, he has entered River State and he has hijacked River State from both Wike and Fubara. And who invited the super thief? It was Wike. Wike will not know that he's losing River State now as we are talking. That is the truth of the matter. Because Tinubu has known, he has allowed Tinubu, and in fact Tinubu penetrated and he has studied the political, the landscape of River State, and it has been hijacked. We will be thinking that The political structure is in his hand now, but it's in the hand of Tinubu. Because when you trace the rope, at the end of it, it's Tinubu that you find there, that is behind that thing. And I think it might be temporary.
Onyeze, people are reacting to what you said here this morning, and Jacob is saying, politics is a game. Don't hate the player, change the game.
Yes, I know. You see, that is what I want to bring some of the societal ills that we look at in a political space like Nigeria. You know, that will change to look into and see how we can come out of that kind of quagmire, because these are the things that throw about comes with bad leadership. Like, you need to understand what I'm talking about. You know, these are the signs, these are the things why Nigeria is not working. And when we see it, we condemn it. Just like the way we say Jonathan should go and sit down. I hope he listens. When we see this thing, and I made it very clearly, boss, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, unfortunately for Wike, his leg is completely outside within the political power now, because Tinubu will start acting on proxies, and before Wike will know it, he will start shouting betrayal. It is going to happen. But let me tell you that on the 13th or 16th of this month, about when Fubara will come in and be able now, because the stakeholders are laying ambush already. You don't know what will happen. This is not the end of the game. That's what I'm saying. And it can never be. If this one has become clear, this one is not even either by omission or commission or by one error and it happened. This one is that, you know, somebody was subjected, was put under hostage, was oppressed, was suppressed clearly. And he think that this is a political game. And if it's a political game, I wish that the same measure should be meted on Tinubu come 2027.
Oh yeah, if you are complaining, somebody is saying something here. If you are complaining, Tinubu lost his own state during the last election.
Okay, I'm saying presidency. I'm saying presidency. I'm saying presidency.
No, it's still the same thing. That's what he's trying to say.
I'm saying presidency. What happened when he lost it? What happened? He lost Lagos State. He lost Abuja. What happened? They went to court. What did the court say? I said the same thing that's happening in Rivers State. I wish it will happen to him 2027, either by oppression or by whichever way. Then let him exit, so that let us see what he will say at the end of the day.
Femi has joined APC. I no longer take Femi words serious. Femi. Change before it will be too late to cry when the heads.
Jesus Christ
is cut off.
Jesus Christ should change because the kingdom of God is come is at hand. You see, Nigeria hates truth. With what I said now, tell me how does it sound that I've done APC? When I said the clarity, when I said what I saw, that is a political game. It's a structure. They are fighting for structure. That is the simple thing. Is it not true? Both of them are fighting. Okay, if Fubara have chance, he will silence Wike. Am I right? If Fubara, the way they are going, if Fubara have power, he will silence Wike. But there is no that power there, and he doesn't have that enough morale to do so. Did I come from River State?
Femi, don't mind. Honestly, Nnamdi, you made a very good point. This is coming from Patrick.
It doesn't concern me. I'm not from River State. What is happening at the political space of River State doesn't concern me. I'm just analyzing how I feel and what I see. That is a political tussle. If Fubara also have chance, he will silence Wike, and he himself to ask himself, do you know Fubara from all sets? Can Fubara win primary election in PDP? Answer yourself now. Ask yourself that question. Look inward. Don't just try to. Politics is not about emotion, no. It's about facts. What you write is what I will mark. But the simple thing that is what play out. The politics of Babasopeism. We don't like it, but that is what is happening. It is happening in Lagos State since 1999. What can I do about it? You will just come out and cry. That is the truth of the matter. And in the politics of Babasokwe is planting in River State. How is it going to germinate? We don't know. But I told you that this thing may not last. But as we are talking now, didn't you hear when I said this thing may boomerang? I don't know why people don't try to listen to when we are talking. I said this thing might boomerang, that Tinubu is a super thief. Now tell me, how did I join APC? I don't know how people listen. How does this thing I'm saying sound like somebody that joins APC? When I said Tinubu is a super thief, Wike has invited Tinubu to come and rob River State. How does that all sound like an APC man? I don't know. Honestly speaking, I don't know why people listen.
I hope you understood what Femi was trying to say. All right, Femi, you are all right. Let's move on to Jacob. We are facts above emotions. Wike is a big fish in River State, and he will do everything possible to retain that stature. All right, Tunde Okafor, Tinubu is the best president in the whole world today.
I think it has become a national embarrassment, when people pretend that we are in democracy. But these people have been in position of authority for so long. They have amassed so much wealth. They like somebody will say on this platform, they don't really care about us or what we think. All they want is that show of strength at the end of the day. But let me tell you, Mike, what you saw happen in River State. Remember that people are also watching. It is not about only Fubara, Wike, and Tinubu. Nobody knows Wike. Somebody made Wike who he is, and you should not forget that.
Now, if you claim the election was not fair and credible enough, what does this mean for the much anticipated 2027 election?
Mike, that's what I'm saying. That unfortunately we do not have civil society organizations anymore. So we are at the mercy of continued hostage by the INEC and judiciary. That's what it means. So we continue to live with this, damage, maybe until one certain person will come that is selfless, that will change the narrative.
I think El-Rufai is trying to change the narrative. No, only that he knows where the dead body is.
No, bro. Let me tell you. This APC, this El-Rufai you are seeing today was also celebrated by Tinubu and the rest of them. I can leave that in. That is the way it is. But I think to an extent, Tinubu's government is a total disappointment. We will not accept that.
To all Nigerians?
Boss, there are evidence to that regard.
Somebody does to me. So you say it's a blessing to them.
Yes, when I say, if you say it's a blessing to them, what is the percentage? Is it common? Can many Nigerians agree that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government has actually, been able to push the economy positively? I don't know. Want to understand that very clearly, because I'm using myself as a yardstick. If it's something that has to go to a laboratory to experiment, I think to an extent, Woloshenka and the rest of them now, you can see a lot of them is talking. Those who said after 1 year I'm going to assess Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but we saw him in Brazil with the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You understand? So, but the thing is that, Mike, how do we get to that level of removing human interference in our electoral process? But like what Michel was saying today, that nobody should report what happened in River State. He was saying it. So the only way to that is to for civil society. We do not have the muscle, or the wherewithal to champion an electoral reform or make sure that we have an act that can protect Nigeria, the electors, and then find a way, to totally avoid human interference in our electoral process. I think from there we begin to see some level of sanity in within the electoral process, and that's at least the starting point.
All right, quickly to El-Rufai, has he indirectly admitted that APC is a sinking ship by telling Nigerians that I will retire the president?
Michael, I'm sorry to go back to River State.
Okay.
Body that conducted that election is not national. Something. It is states, and I don't know why I would be disappointed in anything organized by states. Maybe they call them psych or something. All those ones, you will know that they are. It's always favor a power in place. It is normal. Even if it is Fubara that conducts it, this is how it will go. Simple. We see how people thumbprinted, how they continuously thumbprint, and it's a decided case. Now let's go to El-Rufai. El-Rufai says he's going to retire Tinubu in 2027. Abi? Ẹnu ose durela. Ẹnu ose abanikanda. Ikale mele dokuta. It's more than matter of mouth. Number one. Number two. This matter of I want to retire Tinubu, I see El-Rufai take it personal. If you want to retire Tinubu, you see only you. So you take it personal. It is Nigeria that will retire Tinubu. It's not El-Rufai. This is why all these people, I know that Tinubu is not good. But when you push Tinubu out, all our goal now is to push Tinubu out. Who do you want to bring? Look at that person very well. What is the motive behind pushing Tinubu out? You see, for your own self-glory, so that when we retire Tinubu tomorrow, El-Rufai will be flaunting and say, I retire him. This is how all of us close house. We push Jonathan out in 2015 and see where we find ourselves. We push him out. After we push him out, where are we now? Because I don't know all this arrogancy, Fulani arrogancy, or necessary political. Let me tell you, Ben Gadebo say something. He said, any musician that he said, I'm still outside though, and then people never forget me. That means people have been forgetting him. If you are still outside, you don't need to be saying that I'm raining. Davido come out and say, I'm still raining. No, it's raining. Of course, you don't need to say it. If you know that you can retire Tinubu in 2027, you don't need to come out and say, start work, not mouth. Do it in 2027. Let's see it. We too, we want to do it. Go ahead. It's not a matter of mouth. When Tinubu are dealing with your Fulani, Sheikh Gumi is crying. You yourself, you are joining him to cry.
All right, El-Rufai is just frustrated. The man can't even win his local government. This is why he has retired and waiting for appointment. He can't win without Buhari. This is coming from and now we have Akinla Olusegun saying, my brother, you don't know how governance works, so I've hope the president is doing well for now because of the way and manner the country was run. Indeed, we needed. Okay, I think I can't get this very well. Benson says Tinubu is exceptionally driving the country in the right direction. Kudos to him. This is Benson OA. And we have some Abiodun saying El-Rufai is gullible. I to the offer says Tinubu is a powerful politician in Nigeria and Biafra nation is singing and thanking Jehovah God. I don't really know. I don't know the stand of Tunde Okafor.
No, you don't need to stand anywhere. Like somebody was saying, if you understand how government works, these are what El-Rufai is saying is not different from what APC and Buhari and Tinubu and Bola Muhammad said against what they would do to Jonathan as at that time. So if he's telling you, don't look at El-Rufai as so. El-Rufai represents, a blog. No matter how stupid anybody might think he is, and he was part of the people that brought this calamity. You understand? To where we are today, and he also played a major role in the coalition process. El-Rufai, so El-Rufai was does not mean that he's just telling you what is likely going to happen. But I can tell you that the workings before he come out and begin to put those feet outside, it's a clear fact, whether you like it or not, that Tinubu has not been able to, perform up to expectation in terms of providing leadership. That is the clear truth, So how he's going to they are going to fight for 2027 at the end of the day, will be left for us to continue to watch and see how the whole thing will end at the end of the game.
Thank you so much for your Femi. I really appreciate your contribution as well. All right, good morning, Mr. Vincent.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning, our ever respected global audience. Good morning, Nigeria. I say to you all, happy new month, and God bless you all.
Happy new month to you. Adebayo, morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mike Adekunle. Good morning, Sististan. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, everyone, Nigerians in the diaspora, mostly those who have been supporting us on this platform. May God support you in Jesus' name. And I pray that the blessings of this month will never pass you by in Jesus' name. God bless you.
All right, would you call this a political revenge? I mean, we've seen several times El-Rufai criticize the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Just some hours back, I saw what he said about the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the challenges Nigerians are facing, inflation, economic hardship, all of that. Now, is he really concerned about the well-being or welfare of Nigerians?
Mike,
Is he just trying to revenge?
Mike, I will be repeating myself once more. I said those actors that connived in joining the buffeting spree of our collective resources should rot in jail, and El-Rufai is one of them. Understand? And I didn't mention on this platform all these what do they call, what is it called, the coming together of all these people. No, the ADC. There's the coalition. I said, I mentioned people like the likes of El-Rufai. I mentioned Aregbesola. I said, these are I don't really like their own way of governmental politicking. It run contrary to rational thinking. And if somebody who was part of that same government, at what time did their marriage fell apart? They fell apart as a result of that. Maybe the largesse that used to come to him stop coming. That is why he's now turning around to say that. Why must he continue to present himself as a saint to the nation? You see, what I've always said, somebody, if he's so powerful, why did he lose his own base? You see, we need to check some of those calculations. I don't come here to just come and say something I don't know. I'm not riding on anybody. I'm not being paid by anybody. I say it the way it is. That is why City stands. That is what City stands for as a platform. It's not a media that you call it a doctor or you edit whatever we say on this platform. El-Rufai to me as a persona is not somebody I like. Even though they say that Adete kò lè fún wàrà in Yoruba palace, but only the Waradu. But one thing is that at what point, why is he crying? Crying more than the bereaved. Even though Niger State has been held hostage by APC administration and is Hughes, but that does not mean that El-Rufai is a saint. I think if common sense should prevail on our polity, El-Rufai and his ilk that are talking now against this government should rot in jail, because they are also complicit in the act, in this buffeting spree of our collective resources.
Is he exposing APC because he has lost
because he was also part of the dirty games that he claimed to say, okay, APC is doing now. He should rot in jail. You see, one thing is that I would like to bring the song of Amaru Shako to play here. That's the way it is. It's gonna be the same, yeah. That's the way it is, oh yeah. It will continue to be like that until we rise up as a people. I believe sovereignty lies with the people. We cannot continue to go on like this. If at all we desire that change, that more change that we desire can be actualized, it resides with the people. Not all these people that are parading themselves and see that they are saints. They are not coming here to I raise a hashtag on this platform. I say the ruling elite don't really care about us. It's not for you and I. They only care about their pockets and their stomach. Yes, and that is the way it is. If El-Rufai is coming, all this cry going to all these media houses to go and cry and all these things, and he's even vomiting all these things in the public space. First of all, the arms of the law ought to have gone and arrest him, because all what he's been saying is just to create division, to create mayhem. That's not what Nigeria wants. We want concrete change. If concrete change must come, it is the people against the government of the day.
Adebayo, I will retire President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's what he said yesterday. Is it possible to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu without electoral reform?
Well, El-Rufai, I think he has a lot to learn. I will want to merge him with somebody this morning, including Peter Obi himself. Two of them have a lot to learn when we talk about politics. Let me use my own issue as an example. I was also being dealt with by some political leaders. Because based on my honesty and my sincerity and my generosity. And which they don't want all these things to always take place. And I remained loyal to my party. And I was not running scatter, I was not jumping, I was not condemning. I stand firm and I remember who I am, and I was so reserved, and I was not showing any personal grip to the party as a whole or to any Nigerians. Let me start by saying El-Rufai, number one, he should go and apologize to the entire Christian states, which he has dealt with, under his government. Mostly Kaduna, I want to say a lot of innocent soul, died mysterious deaths under his governorship, his leadership, his mafianism, and his demonic evil agenda, on the verge of trying to Islamic majority of Christian states in the north. So I want to see such person. He's not ground. He has nothing to come out and tell Nigerians or to challenge the government or to even challenge the Mr. President. And as a matter of fact, the Mr. President is not arriving with whatsoever with anybody. It's just it remains focused on trying to run Nigerian race. Like I will always say, every other government president which we are producing in this country, they have run their own personal race. They are not running the entire Nigerian race. And in this very government where we are now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has really submitted himself, giving all his time, to meditate overnight and morning how to succeed and to escape Nigeria from this present situation. There's some political demons surrounding the powers of Nigeria, whereby they have kept Nigeria. So the Mr. President is looking for a way out to escape Nigeria and to also do what? To restore peace into this nation. So I would say El-Rufai, he has nothing to challenge Mr. President. He has nothing to challenge the party.
All right, Ebenezer Godson is saying something here, and this is directed at you. Must you mention Peter Obi? What is your problem with Peter Obi?
I always
say we are talking about El-Rufai, and you are mentioning Peter Obi.
I use him.
Have any problem with?
I use him as a comparison because both of them has the same mentality, gripped political mentality. They have gripped political mentality. That's why I pair two of them together, and I'll tell you, actually, they are better of the same weather when we talk about politics because they are desperate, and you can see El-Rufai actually want to dodge under this very government so that it will be secure and it can perfect more other hidden agenda which he wants to execute or carry out in the north against the Christians.
If they ask you now, you will give El-Rufai 24 hours to apologize to BAT.
I'm not even telling him to apologize, but he should apologize to those innocent souls, which I want to believe and all Nigeria knows that he championed by displacing their life and executing them in this country and mostly in the northern part of Nigeria, which is some Christian states.
All right, Manuel Ogugi says, Kunle and Adebayo say Nigeria will continue to go that way. So, Mr. Vincent, if I were you, I wouldn't bother myself so much. Move down to Udeze Chimak, and I still get his message here. I think he wrote something like not minding the monumental disaster or something like that. That Tinubu is, that El-Rufai is a no-no for him.
Exactly. I concur with you.
All right, we move that. Still going to get the message. All right, sarcastically, someone said that Tinubu is the best president in the whole world. I believe he is living in alternate reality. We move on to Benedict Olanye. Bola Tinubu is better than Trump. Oh,
Definitely it is. Definitely. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Comparing the both of them, their mentality, when we talk about generosity and human sympathy.
no, say the person they want you.
No, it is not. He's saying it just the way he sees it, and I buttress it.
You don't see it as wine.
I buttress it, yes. Trump should go back to history and try to read what the blacks has contributed so much in America, how America come to an existence, and how America eventually gained power, how they came to conquer the world.
All right, moving on to Ude Chima. I think I've seen it. Not minding that Tinubu is a monumental disaster. El-Rufai is a no for me anytime, any day. All right, Mr. Vincent. Quoting a Tupac song, but in reality, Tupac remade it from the original by another artist. This is coming from Ant now. All right, Daddy, this man enjoyed life with Tupac Shakur. All right, that is it. You enjoyed life with Tupac Shakur. That should be your favorite artist, right?
You see, Mike. You see, El-Rufai to me. There is this adage in Yoruba that goes like this. Ọmọdé ò lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wá, ó lóun fẹ́ fi dìgbò lóṣù. Ṣé kò tó nǹkan tẹ́ṣù fi rákàrà jẹ? You understand? No matter the financial war chest that he claimed to muzzle, can he contend with the financial war chest of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Even when you know in reality our political space is highly monetized. You understand? But whenever I see people come and display all form of theatrics, all kind of drama, to me, I don't scan them as being serious. Because Nigeria as it is now, we are being confronted with serious issues. There is social inequality. There is hunger in the land. There is unemployment. There is power dysfunctionality. All these ones are some of the core issues we should be discussing, not El-Rufai as a persona. Because when somebody, the other day I didn't mention here, when the Adeyanju case was brought, I said, how can personal rift be elevated to a national discourse? I mentioned it here. El-Rufai, whatever he might have had in the past with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that was not brought to the fore. Why is he now ranting, shouting? Is he trying to cut our sympathy or to empathize with the state? For crying out loud, it's a no-no for me because I don't like his own agenda. His political experiment is not a tandem with modern reality. And
there have been concerns raised about the outcome of the local government election in Rivers State. I don't know your take on it.
Yes, first of all, I want to say three things here. One, that's under a dance of the macabre. And when people continue to apportion blame to INEC, I say INEC is not the one. It's the Rivers State Electoral Commission that is saddled with the operations of election in that state. Whatever pitfalls or failings arising from that corner of this thing should be placed at the doorstep of the Rivers State Electoral Commission. And I want to make it bold again here. I'm also making an allusion. I'm very firm with it. As long as we continue to run this template like this, we shall never have any kind. It will continue to be the same because that's the way it is. Because any governor that is in any state that want to correct election will not just open his eyes and allow something to fly into it or fly to enter into his eyes. Everybody will want to measure that because that is where they derive much support from the local government level, and that is what happens. And Wike factor, don't wish it away. Wike was the one that threw up Fubara, and he's still making case for APC, even though he came to the public to say that he is still very much in PDP. I know he's a more for APC, and he's doing that perfectly. He's enjoying the spree now. But my question is that he's a neophyte. he doesn't know the calculation of the APC political machinery. They have taken that place now from the local government level. It will go till it gets to the state level, even at federal. Because when you have your base rudely found, then you continue to go. And Wike, don't be surprised. Now he's calling the show. He's saying that he is the juggernaut. He is the godfather of River State politics because of his alignment with the government at the center. Tomorrow, you will see by the time he continues, because one day, they will fall apart. Wike, they will now tell Wike, now, no, you are a small boy. When it comes to this game, the APC will now feed whosoever they didn't feed can do their biddings well, better than Wike at the center of River State.
All right, Adebayo, River State is one of the key states to watch out for when it comes to election. And with the victory of APC in the last local government election, would you say River State will work for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Oh, definitely. Let me.
Will it be a short victory for President Tinubu as regards the 2027 election?
Definitely. Let me congratulate River State. A, B, C. That's for River State. A, B, C. That's for River State.
Congratulations to Mr. Nelson Wike.
First and foremost, let me congratulate Osam Wike and the entire political stakeholders in River State, who have really submitted and devoted their time to work diligently and to make sure they do what they do the needful and they deliver positively to the entire River State. Let me say, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2023, he lost Lagos State, he lost in Osun State, he lost in Abuja, but that does not decide who will win the presidential election. Eventually, he won other states. That is meaningful and an edge, Mr. President. When we talk about grassroots politics, we are talking from the local government level. And if from the local government level, if you are pursuing this the presidential or the state level, you need to do what? You need to be on ground. You need to win your terrain, which Osam Wike has been able to do and deliver in River State there. And I'm so much happy this morning that the election conducted by the Electoral Committee last week in River State, is one of the best local government election we can ever write about or talk about, in Nigeria. You can see people, they came out rejoicing with happiness. There was security, everything was balanced. There's peace. As a matter of fact, there was no challenge, there was no threat to anybody or who to vote or who not to vote. Everybody came out with their voters card to exercise their vote, and they know who they want to vote. And eventually, APC emerged winner. APC clinched 20 states in River State, which is a wonderful good delivering by the people of that very state. Which simply means these are Nigerians that understand the process of what this government is in for and what they intend to do, and gladly they accept every condition and the present situation, and they have decided to vote APC and to move on.
And you think the outcome of that result, that election, was a reflection of people's vote?
Definitely.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
It was a credible election.
It was a credible election.
Are you sure the people spoke?
No. I have a lot of people,
Did the people speak with their votes?
Of course, they did, and this is what we should expect come 2027. 2027, that's why I said some individuals should not be sponsored to tarnish or to diminish the image of this country, the image of this very government. Let Nigerians speak, and what you can see in River State today, Nigerians are speaking with their votes, with their conscience. They are not forced by anybody to vote APC. And this is what we should be expecting come 2027. And there was no prizes. Nobody was molested by any whatever. So I'm talking about a home with a good structure, and it is it should be always colorful with awesome and beauty.
All right, this is Chima says Adebayo is a typical example of slave that is love with his chain, that is locked with his chains and see it as a beautiful bangle. Which is a typical example of a slave that is loved, okay? Locked with his chains and see it as a beautiful bangle. All right, we move down to Abiodun.
I'm just done with my principle anyway. I'm just stuck with my principle and decide what I want to stand beside.
Okay, Wike is awaiting a good deal ahead from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Okay, that's why he delivered the state.
I think something about Wike. A lot of people have really criticized Wike so much, and I will just tell you that everybody is entitled to his own decision and opinion on a way of living lifestyle.
All right, Obinwa Adebayo -- That's right, Gentle Joe, the white bearded man, is an APC supporter. Please don't. All right, please don't mess the program up. Okay, everyone is entitled to his opinion. You know, that's just it, and that's the beauty of the program. So we can't gag anybody from talking. Don't you think there will be implication for our 2027 election with what we saw in River State?
You see, that is where I would say whatever has played out is an hogwash to me. It's not tenable in a very well-footed democratic experiment. And for crying out loud, I have mentioned on this platform that unless the template is rejected, there should be some kind of institutional reform across all board before we can bet a very good democratic experiment. If we continue like this, we might not get our desired change that we hope for. And it's also send a warning signal to what to expect. I did mention before now, I even said that's the way it is. It will always be the same, because if we are trying to say we want to change the narrative and the template still remain what it is, then narrative cannot change and the beast goes on.
Your take on President Jonathan's view of his administration?
Of Bola Ahmed administration. Yes, there are a lot of things. Jonathan spoke.
She said her husband can. She said she's not coming there.
You mean the husband? I mean the wife.
The wife, yeah.
The wife said, you know, I have told you, our politicians in this part of the divide, they speak with both mouths. Today they will tell you they are this. Tomorrow they will change again. They will say, okay, while they were sleeping, they will be informed by some angels to run again. And that's to tell you that we don't run politics of ideology in our clan. For President Jonathan, you know, his mama peace, formerly called mama peace, when the husband had sway. But one thing is that who will not want to become a first lady? That is one thing about women. And all these ones are saying they are only playing with our sensibility as a people. But what I want to say is that if Jonathan should throw himself into the fray to contest, I think those people that are mooting that idea, they want to use it to withdraw the result or the collective support for Obi.
She said because of the distress facing Nigeria, she is not coming back. She wants her peace and she loves her peace. Your take?
Somehow I want to agree with her. For now, I think Jonathan, he has saw it all. He has tasted the level of presidential in Nigeria, and as a politician, one of the highest level you should be fighting for, expect to dominate is being a president, and he has been a president of Nigeria. He has delivered his own quota, and he has put in what he has contributed all he can do as a then. For now, he's a national leader, and I think he has a whole lot on his table to address and to look into. So definitely, I think it should be a break. That should be a break for him to concentrate and to focus on his national assignment.
All right, thank you so much, Adebayo.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning to you. The Afro Evangelist, welcome to the program. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Mike, and good morning to the good people of the city stand there. And I want to calm down now.
Take it easy. Take it easy. The mic you still get. Don't worry.
Good morning. It's a new week, and we thank God for life. We thank God for the September to remember for good, and that September, you guys will remember it for good. Every one of you that is supporting the city stand there, supporting us here, and the unanimous man that supported us wholeheartedly the other time. God bless your generation to come. You are unanimous, but God see the favor you did for us. God will bless you. God will bless your generation to come. Thank you very much for remembering us. It's a new week. It's a new month.
It's a new week. It's a new month.
Yeah.
Month of September.
Yeah, September to remember for good. Right?
Yeah, for evangelists.
Good morning, our esteemed viewer. May God bless you wherever you are watching us from. I remember my humble self, Benjamin Johnson, is a Sinhachi, aka the Biafran evangelist. And I want to use this opportunity. September is my month. And thank God today is the 1st of September. And I want to use this opportunity to pray for all our viewers all over the world that this month of September, may the good Lord, He that have given you the opportunity, you and I opportunity to see the end or to saw the end of August and for us to see the beginning of September. May that same God name be praised. And may He separate you and your family from anything called contaminated death. May He separate you and your family from anything called accident. May He separate you and your family from anything called sickness, pains, sorrow, weeping in the name of Jesus. It shall be well with you all. And it shall be well with us here. Likewise, with the analyzers here, God will separate us from anything called ugly, anything called contaminated, anything called pains and sorrow, weeping and bitterness and cry in the name of Jesus. God will use this month to settle each and every one of us need in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you so much, Biafra evangelist. With the victory of APC in Rivers State local government election, would you say Wike has regained control in that state?
God bless you, Mr. Mike, for bringing this to my table. My take is this. There was nothing like election in Rivers State.
There was nothing like election.
What we have there is dictative election. Dictative election. Yes, people are under a siege, under cage, under control and under influence of you must do this, not at their own free will franchise, but under a condition. Let me tell you why I say this is this. I believe that we are calling Mr. President to declare state of emergency in the north. Up to this very moment, he has never declared state of emergency. But he rushed and quickly declared state of emergency in Rivers State because of the oil, so that they can use the oil to run their campaign. Of course, I know what I'm saying.
Should that be the reason?
He mentioned another place to declare state of emergency. What happened in Rivers State? Can you use it to compare on what has happened in other states that have not yet declared state of emergency?
I thought it did that because of the political unrest.
Are they not having political unrest in other states, in other places in Nigeria? Is that place the only place? Just because, let me tell you, because ever since, go and check 1999 up to this very date, APC, or check from the very day they formed APC up to this very date, they have never have a state of oil state as APC. Do you understand? So, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Is Ondo not oil state?
Excuse me. Excuse me. PDP. Have you forgotten? Ondo you are talking about. Who own then? Baba, relax. What I'm saying, I know what I am saying. I like speaking facts. Do you understand me? You see why they did what they did, and that was why they captured Fubara to, with unlawfully condition that he must join APC. He must come to APC if he really want to. I'm talking about an elected governor. According to the law of Nigeria, his fundamental right was violated. You understand? Because of what? He must join APC if he want to, so that they use that to cap. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know. Even when the game started, you know everything, everybody here, except we want to play on the gallery of lies and deceit. He knows what I'm saying.
Did he truly declare a state of emergency to gain total control of that state? I mean, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
or you're talking of
An
Rivers.
example is what happened over the weekend.
See, right from onset, let me just tell you wholeheartedly, the likes of Wilson Wike have been following President Bola Ahmed Tinubu political strategies. They have been following him, you know, on the grounds. So to me, anything that is coming up now, it's what Wike deem fit that has to happen. Majority of the stakeholder in the what's it called Rivers now, they are with Wike, and give it to Wike with the work he did in Rivers. I think any governor that will beat Wike in infrastructural development, I think I've not seen that governor for now. For now, me, I have not seen that governor. All this flyover, all these things that they are doing now, I can tell you it was started by Wike started it. And that is same thing my governor in Osun State is doing, flyover all around, just to bring development into the circle of that state.
Declare state of emergency to gain total control of the state. Did President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declare state of emergency?
It did not declare state of emergency. The what's it called? The Rivarians, they came out and vote who they wanted to vote for, and which was the APC. And I could see the celebration. Nobody was forced anybody. Nobody declared any state of emergency. I don't know where you guys are seeing your state of emergency that they said they declared, and which you can still need to put the prompt. You know, I don't know if it's I don't know if say that if a political leader which that is retired what are you telling me? What are you telling me? Did they shut down the states? Did they shut down the states? No, tell me how you declared the state of emergency. For what? For political down because a retired uniform man took over the state. So a retired uniform man, yes. What do you expect him to do? When they were the Fubara guys that were born in the under they were born in state of emergency. Excuse me. Under Jonathan, many states was declared state of emergency, but to the governor, governors still maintain their constitutional rights. It was given to them, not violated.
If I didn't stand my ground well, I would have thought I was one making a mistake. By saying the president declared state of emergency, he just did as if the president is evil.
During the state of emergency, he did not declare. I became crazy. No, you have to be confused. He didn't declare state of emergency. The Rivarian, the river people. No, answer me now. You say you declare state of emergency. Is it all the Rivarians? No, River State. Or why will you say somebody declares state of emergency for a state that really love the president, for a state that really love APC? So what are you now saying?
That there is a sole administrator in that state.
Ibasi you are talking of. Ibasi time will soon expired. River State love APC.
How can you prove that?
Wike is there. Wike is there. Everybody love Wike. If you don't like him, go to hell with him. So to me, everybody love Wike and the election really show how welcoming Wike is in Rivers. And I can tell you heartedly, the Rivers, they are APC for life. If you like, go and hang yourself. If you don't like, go and hang yourself. Because the bitterness you are having, you can go and hang. You can go and hang yourself. No, it has gone to that. It has gone to that. My brother, it's not derogatory anything. This is a political space we have now. They have a mouth to say what they want to say. So you give me my own mouth to have what I want to say, please. Because all these things, they are the propaganda they are bringing on the table. Nobody has ever cautioned them. Nobody has ever checked them. Why is it that when we talk about the presidency,
transparent enough?
It was really transparent, and the Rivarians were so happy. I saw them on the screen. They were so happy, and they were even enjoying themselves. They are not happy. If you don't like it, happy. Go and
in crime.
You don't see anything good, Abi.
The partners in crime
election has been conducted, and the Rivers State indigenous are happy. You can't stay in Anambra.
Are you hearing me?
You can't come from Anambra and be telling me what is going on in River.
I didn't go to River.
So you tell me what Rivers go and mind your own business.
Before we came from there,
are you a Riverian?
what are you telling me?
Are you from Rivers?
Baba, I travel with my territory.
Will you talk? I will tell you.
You never been there.
You want to go there? Hello. That river that you are talking about, that state you are talking about, is my in-law. My elder brother married from. Why you in Rivers for the election? And you are talking. Why you in the river? Why you in Rivers for the election? And my state is very close. You are not understanding propaganda. Hello, excuse me. You were never in Rivers. Go and take the election. Go and check Ebonyi State. Go and check Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State is very, very close. Rivers is very close. Are you an observer? Go and check. Are you an observer of the election? Check it. Are you there? Check, guys. We just send guys. Check. Ebonyi State is very close to all those river areas. So to me,
I'm still coming back.
Let me come in.
You don't need to come in. Just hold on. Let's have you. Don't worry.
Okay. You have him for.
So to me, what I'm saying, what I'm so angry with what these guys are saying, they will stay away far from where the activities are happening, where the activities is happening. They will never be on the floor to see what is going on. They will not be throwing that lumber of propaganda. But don't look at people. Face me. I don't need to look at anybody. Please allow me to. No. You start looking at them. You are the third. They are seeing me. I did not see me here. Let's go on. I didn't know. People are seeing me here. Come on. So to me, there should be no propaganda from all these people here, because the people they are talking to, we are not fools. We are not fools. You are not Rivers, and you are telling me that election was manipulated. The election we watched that was going on smoothly, there was no crisis, there was no killing, there was no ambush, and everybody was happy that they deliver the state for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And you see, I think I've overgrown all these people I'm engaging with, because the way they have no conscience. That's why somebody came on the platform here and somebody was saying the president is a political thief, which was Femi. I think I wanted to correct him. You don't say that on the. How is it political thief? Did he steal your votes? So tell me, and the president election that brought him to power, if anybody can complain, anybody that complained then, it was the PDP bloc, because they have an apartheid vote for Mr. President. The likes of the Bodejo, the likes of all these state non-state actors in Lagos State, they will just want to let Mr. President know that they will split his votes. So what are they now saying? That this thing, that if you know what you don't know, you go back to the regiment to learn, not to come on the platform and start saying jargons and start saying manipulating issues. You are now in Rivers. You are saying the Rivers election was manipulated. Are you aware that was lost his local government? He has to. He has to, because who brought Fubara into limelight? Who brought him? It was Wike, right? What you cannot end up, or you cannot, don't start it. You have an engagement with you. Okay, this is Mr. Kule. I want to engage you, and along the line, I started misbehaving. That okay, what the hell is this man doing? And I now want to start controlling you. You that are supposed to be controlling me, that I engage you, and see what is the sin of Wike, for God's sake. The sin of Wike was Wike left PDP to APC, to join APC, to align with APC. That was just his sin. When Wike was still romancing with the PDP, these same state and not state actors, they were busy praising him. Why are you human beings are so demonic that anything that doesn't favor you, you will take the person as your enemy, right? Let's talk of the way they have been diminishing this place, where your people, especially the Southeast people, have diminished me on the street, man. Should I start counting that? But I still take my friends around as my friends. So what are you now saying? Bitter politics is what you guys are practicing. Bitter politics. So what are you now saying? Let Wike breathe. Let Wike break. Wike has just done something contrary against the constitution.
With the way he delivered River State
Yes.
For APC in the local government election,
Yes.
is it possible for him to replicate that in the presidential election?
Definitely, definitely. You see the block of the PDP in that is going on now. Wike has his own says on this. Wike has his own slice that will bring on the table.
This is a person that's in People's Democratic Party.
Yeah, he's there.
You know that
He's there to destroy the party.
a card-carrying member of
PDP. Yeah, he's there to destroy the party, as he said.
Okay,
because
he's there to destroy
the he said it. You must have heard it several times. Because PDP is an ingrate. When PDP was orphanage, was in the orphanage, known that there was no leader, there was not, it was the likes of Wike and what's it called, that came together. They went to hire Bino Sheriff to come and take over that place for to hold the stake of the place, and that one even came later. So Wike really tried for PDP, but PDP paid Wike back with a bad coin, and that is what he's hungry for. They had likes of Atiku. Where was the Alhaji Atiku when Wike was busy rebuilding PDP? Atiku has sojourned. Mr. Atiku has sojourned to another party to see whether he can have space to contest. So for one that stand fit to that stood fit for the party that rain, when there was raining, it was there for PDP. When there was sunning, when it was sunny, it was there for PDP. So what are we now saying? It's very loyal to the PDP.
The victory of APC is, I don't think it's enough for you to rejoice. The victory of APC River State is not enough for you to start rejoicing. El-Rufai has said that he will retire President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027.
I used to take in El-Rufai for, I don't take that guy for anything he's saying from his mouth. Since I knew that his downfall came from the National Assembly, when it came for him to be, to be profiled for the ministerial appointment, all the representatives in the House of Senate we have rejected El-Rufai. Rejected him in one sense that Southern Kaduna killings, what was his intake there? What was his stake there in that Southern Kaduna that they were killing Christians? So somebody like El-Rufai, I see him as a tribal, religious, bigot leader. So that's one thing I see him. And he knows he can never escape what he has caused down in the, Ubason is looking for him. He has a case to answer. The last time he went and gathered some few women for ADC to monetize them and just gather them together that they should come and launch DAC or was it ADC in Kaduna. They had no crowd much. They had no crowd. They just had a crowd of 20 people and they left. And Ubasani now is still going to take him to EFCC. That how did you spend our money? You use our money to favor your people, and you use our money to cause a lot of havoc in that state. So El-Rufai is just is mingling all around because he has the questions to answer. So he wants a place that he can save his head on, and he cannot hide. He can only run, he cannot hide. When it is time to come after him, they will come after him. That is what it is. It's a political demon.
All right, thank you so much, Kule. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. Biafra Evangelist, can we continue from where you stopped?
As I was saying, my beloved brother, just like as you say, you hear from the horse's mouth. In 2027, I know they have already captured the River State. You understand? River State is in a very huge siege. Are you hearing me? It's in a very huge siege. Like I've earlier said. And remember, I don't forget my words so easily like that. I've said it in this platform that even in 2027, that if we should have a credible and fair election enough, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not going to win. But if we run Nigerian system of election, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will remain there. Why? Because the masses, the people, to be frank with you, are not happy in his way of ruling. Do you understand me? In this way, but as it stands now, that election before the day of election. Once it continue, it will remain there. And they are always, if we talk about INEC, somebody will now say that we should not mention INEC. Please, if you do not hold INEC accountable, who do we hold? Who do we hold? Is it not the INEC that give us the result of election, of every election? Is it not an INEC? So definitely they should be held accountable for every result, for anything that go, whether in a good side, in a bad side of Nigeria election. Likewise in every other democratic nation. You understand? So INEC now, you and I know they are not independent on their own. They are pocketed INEC. They are what? Pocketed INEC. So they only give the result that the government want them to give. What we are having in Nigeria is selection, nothing like election. I've been saying it and I will continue to say it. I've given you examples. And it doesn't start today. And let me tell you, to be honest with Nigerians and our viewers, you understand? It wasn't the fault of Nigeria. It started from the British. Go and check it in 1959, the first election conducted in Nigeria. It was in a profile of rigging. Check it in 1964. The same thing under Tafawa Balewa. So it doesn't stand today. It has been the game of the onset. You understand? But for how long? The Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 6, shall we continue in sin that grace may abide? Shall we continue like this? Should we continue like this? Something you are doing since how many years? Up to date. Please, my beloved brother, which impact has this thing brought positively in our country called Nigeria? Why don't we have a rethink? Find alternative to, if truly you want to move this country forward. Why can't you have a rethink? We have been going like this and it's not working. Let us reorientate. Find another strategy that will make this nation a great nation. Before they used to say giant of Africa, but do you know that today Nigeria is nowhere to be found? To be honest, in terms of politics, in terms of politicians, in terms of governance, in terms of anything at all, anything in all aspects. See, do you know that as we speak now, I do tell people that every president of Nigeria stand as the president of Africa, and the president of America stand as the president of the world. My brother, check it now. Is Nigeria president the president of Africa currently now? No, let us be realistic and let us be serious. Not just come here, you bring. Let's be sincere to ourselves. A whole president, I remember whenever a president, I could remember in 1998 when Thabo Mbeki won the election, when Nigerian president, in 98, when Nigerian president was given an edition, you know, as at that time Abacha in South Africa was having an issue. You understand? But the second tenure of Thabo Mbeki, see the way, the honor they give to Nigerian president in person of Olusegun Obasanjo. It was presented as #1 with the front seat. But look at the current last one now. Our president was given a back seat. Don't you see the message that they pass? Do you know that the ECOWAS will claim that our president is the chairman or whatsoever? Do you know that many nations in Africa are pulling out of ECOWAS today as we speak? They don't recognize ECOWAS and neither do they value it. When do we stand to think and get things right? No, I don't know what our leaders, I don't know, maybe the way I used to feel, the way, because sometimes I wake up, even sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes when I finish praying, I used to think. I used to, my memory used to fly as things are going. For how long shall we continue like this? And you are talking about better betterment of Nigeria. How do Nigeria stand to become better with this hand, with the way things are going, with the way the government is running their governances?
All right, I will still coming back to you. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning to our viewers. God bless you. Happy New Month to all of you. God continue to give us more life and more prosperity.
All right, 20 local governments swept by the ruling All Progressives Congress. PDP left with just 3. Fubara lost his own local government as well. How would you describe this election?
See, that's what we have been saying.
The process free and fair.
The process in a layman level. When I saw the election, the people that were voting, I can say there was no violence. 1, but 2, I believe they were mastermind to do what they want to do according to what is just said. But say, you understand, when I brainwash you, say, come, let us go to the other side, because it's like they are not in power, in legality power. You understand? When the father is not there, it's like the children will not succumb to who kidnapped their father. Are you understanding my statement? Because your father has been kidnapped, so you must be loyal to the kidnappers to release your father. Because the Rivers State now, because their father, which they know as number 1 citizen of the state, is not kidnapped by the power to be. So they must succumb to the power to be. Can you imagine? You see, a city governor dropped away, 6 months coming, is out of the game. There was a battle between him and the so-called governor Wike, and now he now came to do an election of local government. He now swept everywhere. We see their face. You see. I watched the serial. They were all like doom. So that's a zombie. See, you don't go think unless you tell them to think. You don't go act unless you see. They ask the fame of Wike, but I know come 2027, they would decide. Nigeria would decide, because this game we are seeing, the game must come to an end. You must not continue like this. You can't be sitting down and some few are living when millions are in abject poverty, in bondage, in darkness. How can we live like this? We must stop the retention. See, and I know and I believe Wike was never here of yesterday. Nobody heard Wike before. With time foundation, he was not here. But today now, he dey live, but he don't live accordingly to the will of the majority of the people of Rivers State. He's living like a king, a lord, unnecessary lord, emperor. But one day, the throne will fall. And I believe, 100% believe, it goes nowhere. Because the first time in the history of Nigeria, somebody will put one leg here, person will put one leg here, and there is no authority to say, why are you doing this? Because of what? The backing of the president. So the president is just like, you want to buy everywhere, but did you remove the hunger of millions of Nigeria? Did you remove the insecurity? Did you remove the injustice? You see, there's many atrocities that is at the table of the president. You see what is happening. You swept a whole state, it made 3 PDP. The other time Lagos says, see, now all the Nigeria will be APC by force. It's not possible. All Nigeria can never be APC, because Nigeria, generality of Nigeria, are not happy with the system that we are facing now. And I know that system must change. See, the God is in heaven, is watching everybody. See, one day he will change their power. They don't have power. They are powerless power. They are powerless. They are just ruling autocracy. But one day it will come to an end. And I believe come 2027, that language must come to pass. The voice of the masses must be heard.
Yes. Do we need to rig election to win election?
It's impossible. We can't continue like this.
No. Should we continue to rig election in order to win election? Let what you do speak for you.
That's the reality.
You understand me? Let what you do
speak on yourself.
Speak for you. You don't need to rig election to win election. You understand me? Let me, in addition to this, a father who did not do his work at home, who did not play his role well at home as a father, stand a chance of his children to do what? To disown him. So I said, a father who failed to perform as a father in a home will stand a chance of his children disowning him automatically.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. Really appreciate your contribution this morning. All right, viewers, we appreciate you. We say thank you for joining us today. We'll be back here tomorrow. If you're joining us for the first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Tell people what is going on at the stand. All right, to those who contributed in the comment section, we appreciate. So thank you to all of you, and people who have been supporting this platform as well. We say thank you so much. All right, we'll be back here tomorrow. Michael Adekunle is telling you to stay safe. Happy New Month. Bye.
Hey!